If I had to relearn Docker today, this is exactly what I would study in this exact order. Because when I first started, Docker was a magic until it broke. And I kept breaking things again and again and again. Fast forward to now, I build scalable containers, automate CI/CD, and ship clean environments faster. Let's cut through the noise and go straight to what actually moves the needle. Docker isn't just a buzzword, it is the backbone of clean development workflows, faster feedback loops, and effortless team scaling, whether you are working in silos or part of a 50% team. In 2025, with more teams going hybrid, async, microservices based, Docker lets you build once and run anywhere. And no more it works on my machine kind of a problem. Let me give you a real world example. A team of 8 developers working on multiple programming languages on different laptops. One Docker compose up and voila! Everyone running exactly the same environment. Now adding CI/CD. Push your code and automatically it runs the test cases, builds and deploys. That's not just cleaner, that's the control, that's the power. So if I were starting fresh, this would be my roadmap. Let's walk through it step by step. Start with the fundamentals. Understand the Docker's core building blocks, Docker images, containers, registries, and understand the difference between a container and a virtual machine. Before you run any command, you need to have this big picture. Docker file is your blueprint for building the Docker images. You will learn the key instructions like from, copy, run, workdir, cmd, and so on and so forth, and understand how they all fit together. Next step, it is time for hands-on. You will be building the Docker images, launching containers, managing the lifecycle of containers, starting, stopping, inspecting, and removing containers with confidence. Environment variables let you customize the behavior of the container without changing the underlying code. You will use the env keyword in the Docker files and --env in the CLI to pass in the secrets, config values, and so on and so forth. To persist data, you need storage. You will learn how to use the Docker volume and bind mounts, essential for databases, logs, and anything that shouldn't vanish when the container stops. Docker networking is essential, especially when you need to isolate the containers for security reasons or manage the communication between each other. It handles how the containers talk to each other and to the outside world. In this step, you will learn the bridge networking, host networking, how the ports are exposed, and finally how Docker uses the internal DNS to resolve the container names. With Docker Compose, you can spin up multiple dependent services with a single YAML file. Think of a web app, database, cache, all launched and managed together effortlessly. It keeps your setup simple, scalable, and perfect for collaborative development. Finally, you will piece everything together. With GitHub Actions or GitLab CI, you will automate testing, build Docker images, and deploy containers every time you push your code. This is how the modern teams deploy faster with fewer defects and more confidence. The truth? You do not need to master everything about Docker. You just need to learn the right parts in the right order so your code, team, and deployments are solid. Stick around because I will walk you through each stage in depth with real world examples and great visuals. Like and subscribe so you do not miss any step. Next up, we will dive deep into the Docker fundamentals. See you until then.